All right, welcome back. And we will wrap up the show with this engaging tech discussion. Fredrick Ibembo is here. He's a smartphone business consultant, tech YouTuber who has dedicated his life to showing people how to maximize the potentials of their smartphone. Now, on discussion topic today, we'll be discussing how video games help build your child's critical thinking skills. Fredrick, it is great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you. It's good.
When you say children, it doesn't. Is it only children that can
video games,
that can get something from video games? Is it only for
thinking? It's not actually children alone. I remember the last time I played a video game at a cousin's place. I was playing God of War. I got to this level. I felt challenged. I felt like I need to pass this. What is in this game? I did not want to call for help. Because it will look like. Is it just this simple thing that I cannot pass? Wow. That alone, that challenge that video games brings to you, right? I think it's one reason why video games, it's really a good way for people to relax, right? And there's something again that video games does to me, although I play more of mobile games. Okay. When I'm trying to think through something, maybe in business or any part of my life, right? And I want to just try to figure things out, I use video games. There's a video game I like playing, Hocus. So this video game tries to get you to use, go through one rigorous process until you put the red ball into a red hole. And it's not easy. Right? Yeah. So you need to think, you need to calculate, you need to, okay, if I push this way, if I push that way, now bringing it to real life experience, right? Wait, I don't have to stop here. I've tried this part, it didn't work. The idea from the game.
Exactly.
Let me try this part.
The brain is also.
Exactly.
And what that does is, okay, but because growing up, I think it's quite different in this era. Growing up as a millennial, we were not encouraged to play games. In fact, we had to go to, I don't know how, we had to go to arcades to pay for 1 hour, maybe 16 naira a day or something. We pay 1 hour to play games and all of that. If they caught you, my parents, my parents caught me playing video wahala day. It was only when I left the house and I was able to maybe get my own video game and all that. So it wasn't encouraged yet. But things are changing now. You understand? And like you mentioned, it helps you think. This thing like a memory. So how about, there's that fear from parents that when kids spend too much time on this, they cannot relate with life as it is. They cannot relate with real life. How does this game really actually help them relate with real life? For kids, for parents who are scared of their kids spending too much time on these games.
On video games. All right. There's something I learned in psychology, right? Sorry, philosophy. Okay. That when a child is born, his mind or her mind is like a clean slate, what they call tabula rasa, So, and over time of experience, people, society, religion, school, they start collecting lots of information, right? And now, video games, on the other hand, also has a role it plays in trying to help the child. There are 5 skills that video game gives to a child. Number 1 is commitment.
Okay.
Resilience, dedication, critical thinking, and problem solving.
Let's go one after the other.
Okay, so I'm trying to get to your question. Okay. So now, why would a parent now begin to? Because one thing we need to know as parents is that once that role of parenting, it's actually you trying to make sure that your child, does not start to do things in excess. Because actually, excess of anything is now the bad thing, right? If you know that, let me start making sure that my child is able to play this game for 30 minutes. Or you even use it as a reward. Okay, you're done. Oh, good. Let's go to the next thing you have to do. But once parents sees it as, let me keep him engaged while I get to do the other thing I want to do. That is where the problem
and I'm telling you, and a lot of parents, even though they know that this is a challenge, but a lot of the times, let me use my nephew, for example. Yeah. He's all over, disturbing and all that. It's only when you put a tab in front of him and he's playing a game and all that, okay, there's a little bit of time for the parents to want to do. So at times they do it maybe out of necessity, not because of they really want to. How can they manage in this kind of situations? Can choosing the kinds of games they play help in such a scenario?
Yeah, they are good games. Sorry, you need to first off ensure that the game is age appropriate.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there are some games that when I play them, I don't know, you should know GTA games.
Definitely.
Now, GTA games is an adult game. In fact, it's even written 18 plus.
It is.
All right, because there are different type of adult content in the game. In fact, most type of RPG game, that's role-playing games, where when I was younger, I used to love Mortal Kombat. You should know Mortal Kombat.
Definitely.
So you have your favorite characters. Okay. Now, after playing Mortal Kombat, maybe you've chosen to be Liu Kang, or for ladies, you're Sonya Blade and, you know, Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
In real life, you want to be Sub-Zero in real life.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But parents look for games that are age appropriate. Like, let me mention, like the whole course I talked about, right? Like, there's this other game called Brilliant. Okay, they are actually games. I did a video about 7 mind development games for kids.
Wonderful.
Okay, so when parents now, because you know the thing about parenting is that they just consider anything that is for children. There are animations, cartoons that are not for children.
Very true.
But because they are already done, is for children. Take.
You need to watch it.
So now, when you take your time and in their tablet, in their smartphone, right, you download these games by yourself. Okay, and of course, you already set some parenting control on the phone so that if they want to download another one,
you have a notification or something.
Yeah, so when you're intentional about the type of games that they are playing, and you too as a parent, you want to play those games and make sure this game is good. Like I said, a lot of RPG games is not for kids because they want to replicate whatever thing the game character
they're violent.
They played in real life.
Yeah, for example, Call of Duty.
Like Call of Duty, exactly.
Games and you mentioned the kid is sitting down on the chair and then he sees that this person who is playing WWE and he jumps up and wants to go on the ground. So that is the point. But just let me just take you back a little bit. Those 5 aspects, can you just briefly expatiate on each one of them? The 5 aspects that you say games
skills personal skills that games gives to the child. The first one is dedication.
Okay.
All right. Now, games has different levels.
Okay.
All right. And you know, when you start playing a game, you want to show your friends that I have played this particular game to the last level and I won all of them. Now, in real life, that dedication you gave to making sure you get to the last level of that game, you want to also replicate it in other things that you do. Commitment. If you're not committed, if you don't commit your time to actually trying to, okay, I failed at this point, let me go this other way, or let me go this other way. That is already, when the child already feels, no, I can't do this anymore. You know, some parents, so it's okay. For me, if I'm the parent, I'll say, let's try it again. I want to watch. So you're trying to get them to be committed to something, you know, something simple, but they are also getting something that would be translated in real life activities. The third one I said problem solving.
Yeah.
All right. So for every level you pass, you have solved the problem, you've solved the puzzle, you've solved a challenge. You did not get the challenge to turn you back, right? Problems of the next one is critical thinking. That's the fourth one. So in critical thinking, like I said, okay, I tried this other part. Maybe if I try to kill him from this other angle, okay, it didn't work. Let me try this other. So you are trying to bring all of your brain power to work so that you'll be able to think through that level. Okay, so the third one, okay, I said dedication, commitment, resilience. Yes, that's the last one. So if you are not resilient enough, you can't actually play video games. If not, at the very first, maybe, you know how the video game developers do it? They want to start at easy level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Same thing as a child, things get easy. 2 years old, okay, parents are 3, 4, 5, 6. So at what level in that child's development will they still withstand whatever thing that is thrown at them? They got this from the video game. All right. Now, from the child even trying to play different types of video game, they are going to one day start thinking, how do I even develop my own game? You're about to bet a game developer. You know, do you know how much Candy Crush was sold?
Let's not.
$2 billion.
Candy Crush. Even
Candy Crush.
I know some grandfathers and grandmothers that they are still
playing Candy Crush.
Very addicted to Candy Crush.
It's now way more easier, right, to even develop games for yourself without even knowing how to code.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So that's those are the things that you
just to round up here, At what age do you think? You think it's age specific? Like some people say that they've outgrown games. Can't adults still learn from games?
Well, for me, let me tell you, I'm like you, right? I'm a millennial too, but there's a thing that my father does. Whenever you come top in your class, first in school, there's always a reward. So the first reward I got was 8 bits. You should know 8 bits.
Definitely.
So the next one was
Atari,
Sega 16 bits.
yeah, 16 bit and
then
all of that.
from PlayStation, I was about to enter PlayStation 1. My interest started
waning.
Okay. So that was actually how. But whether you're is a child or adult, all right, gaming, right, is just a cool way to relax. In fact, people now make careers out of games. You should know about gaming channels. You should know PewDiePie. He's top 10 best paid YouTuber in the world.
The esports World Cup had a prize pool of $1 million in Saudi Arabia
for
just
gaming.
2 months ago.
You see?
Just gaming.
So there's still a lot of advantage.
The person who won for FC, for football, got $300,000.
Wow.
$300,000 for winning one competition. So it's a career for a number of people. So apart from all of that now, it is now a career like every other career.
It's just about society though. Maybe in Africa here, think like this kid was saying, things don't, no. But
Fredrick,
when you go to other parts of the
thank you so
world,
much. This was quite expository and quite enlightening.
Thanks
We're looking forward to having you, of course, across the month on other intriguing topics. Well done. Right, while he's there, of course, Danny and Mary, you guys picked up 1 or 2 things there. What game? Dan, is there any game you play that takes your mind on your phone or something? Anyone? Any game?
The game of who sleeps the longest.
I play Mortal Kombat quite well. I would say
Oh,
I'm
Yes.
That's
Olamide
true.
being
The
one of them.
legendary.
That's true. Mary, how about you? Is there any game you play on your
No,
phone?
but seriously, I'm not really into games.
Yeah,
honestly.
Mary's not.
I'm not. I'm more of
My
a
husband is fixated on games.
lover. Yeah.
But how about your kids, Mary? Do they play?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, interesting. But
Well, I shouldn't have come to you guys. Bye-bye. You should go. But of course, it's been a wonderful show. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the show. We will see you tomorrow. It's our FFF edition. Bye-bye.
bye.